Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we use a wine searcher's list of the world's best bourbons to create a bourbon bracket challenge. My name is Nick Neal. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Katie Joyce, and Matt Welge.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hello.
Hey-oh, so yeah, a little bit of an error in the, that was a copy that was wrong. Best value bourbon. So as we go through the list, you'll notice that it's the value bourbons that they're focusing on the wine search, where you can buy products, you can buy bottles from individuals. So, and that's the ones that they say are the best value ones. So we'll get into that. And there were 8 that we've got. I took their top 8, and we got a bracket challenge. We'll figure out what is the best out of those. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, McNew did say there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Okay, so the other night I had this really insane, vivid dream. And in this dream, I had a pet.
Was this while we were podcasting?
I'm for sure she doesn't remember the dreams from that night.
Yeah, it was great.
Recording that night in my head. No, this was like Thursday night, and I woke up this morning very upset that this dream wasn't true. So I dreamed that I had this pet crow, but it could talk kind of like Iago and Aladdin, and it was very sassy, and it would boss me around.
Like Iago. Iago was,
but like I was
sassy.
dreaming, it was like sitting on my shoulder while I was folding laundry, and it told me I did tells wrong and told me a better way to do them. But I woke up thinking having a crow would be awesome, but if it bossed me around all day and like made me get my shit together, I'd probably like have a better life. So I do want a bossy, sassy, like little sidekick, and I do want it to be a crow. So I wanted to know if you guys had a talking animal that made you get your shit together, what animal would you want?
Oh, God.
Probably something that hibernates a lot, because I don't want people telling me to keep my shit together all the time.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Like a sloth.
Sloth is the answer.
Sloth, it would talk slow, it would move slow. I could outrun it easily, even at my age.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that's the right answer. I'm not like the rest of the Dr. Doolittles here. I don't want the animals talking, because I think all they're going to do is whine. When's dinner? When are we going to eat? Hey, it's time to eat. What do you think we do? Well, I got an idea. Why don't we sit down and eat? Why don't we open up that can of food? Or what? I think that's all the conversation. We think that there'd be these deep, meaningful conversations where we'd have a buddy where we could, and it wouldn't be that at all. It would be the most annoying conversations ever. So
you think animals are like toddlers?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yes, the sloth would be good because, 19 hours a day they're sleeping. And like Kathy said, even when they're, it'd be easy to drown them out, because they'd be like, oh, my foot is, and then they'd nap again. They'd fall asleep mid-sentence. Yeah. So The sloths are cool.
Yeah.
We
saw one in real life.
KK and I got to see one in Key West, and it was freaking awesome. It was eating, so it was actually awake and it's eating, but everything's in slow motion. It can't even eat like normal speed. Everything's slow motion. I mean, like if that sloth and I were challenging for that same piece of fruit, I'd just be able to snatch it from it before it could do anything because everything is slow. And then they're like surprisingly strong though. Like he was laying on his back eating, which is how I would eat if I didn't have to worry about a job or anything like that. Laying on my back eating, and but then I saw he's got the little hook, fingers, and he just pulled himself up. He that was a bit of a flex I felt, and as he went back to crawl back to take a nap after eating, because that just tuckered him out. That was a lot of effort.
A lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of work. All right, how about you, McNeil? What? Oh no, you asked the question. I'm sorry. Matt.
Yeah, I would go with a bear because along with you guys' mentality, I would want them to just hibernate all winter long. During the winter, I don't want really to do anything.
Or just find a way to get out of this.
Like when
Right?
summer comes, I'm motivated. Like I want to get shit done. Like the bear's gonna come out. He's gonna be like, all right, we gotta get this done, get that done. I'm gonna be like, all right, yeah, let's do it.
Don't you think he could
Because
escalate
otherwise
though?
he kills you.
Right.
Well, no, wait.
Mauls
The question was an animal that's going to motivate me.
Well, what
Not
if
an animal that's going to attack
If the
me.
animal can talk, you can now reason with it. It's not going to kill you. The
Bad.
same because like a lot of times they're killing you out of self-defense or fear, etc.
So,
Like, or if they're like,
yes.
"Hey, I'm really fucking hungry," you can be like,
Thank
"Let me get
you.
you a burger."
well,
Don't
people can
talk to
talk,
death.
and a lot of them kill each other.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay.
I mean, let's
Yeah.
play the game here.
I
right?
think it
mean,
escalates. The thing is like,
No.
Matt, you're up at 5:30. Why weren't you up at 5? There's going to be someone, and you're like, screw you. I wanted to hit the snooze a
What if
couple
he's
times.
trying to give you like a celebratory pat on the back, like "Good job, Matt," and then his claws latch in, and he's like, "Ooh."
Well, we would establish boundaries. All right. First of all, we
Yeah.
would establish boundaries.
Right.
And I'd have like a bowl of huckleberries for him every day, so he would know that if he kills the gravy train, the huckleberries are gone.
No,
right?
he's got your Amazon password. He can keep that shit going. That's what's so easy. Once they know, they'll be just like, I just got to get on Amazon. I can get automatic reorders even.
So really, he needs Matt to stay alive then, so he can keep making money, so he can use his Amazon to buy shit.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
This is taking McNew's dream to a whole
You guys
new
are
level.
running the dream.
You've ruined
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's a nightmare. It's
Yeah.
now a nightmare.
Katie, how about you?
I think y'all kind of messed up with the whole hibernation idea because I think there's certain turtles that also hibernate like all winter, but they also have lived for like hundreds of years, so they would be super wise as well. And I feel like that
Oh.
should have been your better choice. But that would not be my choice because I don't want them hibernating. I want this new little friend around me all the time. I feel like my life's really going to step up here. As you saw from while most of you were answering, I already had a pit bull head in my face communicating with me very clearly without the use of words that he was pissed I took his toy away that he was eating. And so I don't think he needs to talk. But I would probably go with a cat, honestly. My cats already do a pretty good job at bossing me around. I feel like if they could talk, they would honestly, especially my cat Percy. Because he's super friendly. He likes car rides. Like, he could just legitimately go with me everywhere. And I feel like I'd be super successful in life, even more so than now.
Like a cat like Salem from the old Sabrina.
Oh, my God. That was like my favorite show as a kid as well.
He would be
Yes.
I've had cats and dogs, and to me, a big difference between those two animals is the dog is always happy, always your friend, always looks up to you. The cats, there are times when they're just pissed off at you and really can't fucking stand you.
They hate you.
Yeah, they're
Not my
in
cat
like a
Percy,
mood.
though.
They're in a mood sometimes.
My cat Percy was the
Imagine
one
if
who
they
was on
could
my shoulder
talk.
up here a minute ago. He's always really friendly. And like if the doorbell rings, he like comes from where he's sleeping to greet people. He loves people. He loves going
Okay.
in the car. He used to go with me to the office all the time. He's a special cat. So I feel like him specifically, not just any cat.
All right, there you go. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start this time with McNew. McNew, what do you got there?
have an Elijah Craig rye.
A swing and a miss, and then nothing
I laughed
much
at
going
her.
on there. Nothing much going on. I'll go next. I've got Buzzard's Roost Single Barrel from the ABV Barrel Shop. ABV Barrel Shop. They're stopping in tomorrow, so I'm going to see these guys. Let's see what we got here. That was very disappointing. I thought this was a newer bottle, not brand new. It's been cracked once. I would have thought that would have been great. It was not much going on there, some slosh in there. But I do have the lead right now, so we'll see. If everyone goes sample bottles, I could win this thing. All right, next up is going to be Matt. Matt, what do you got?
All right, in protest to the list, I have a bottle that would probably beat everybody. Wild Turkey 101.
Okay.
Value Bourbon.
Okay. That's our lead. Not a lot going on there. Again, I think there was some sort of strike. The bottle hit something, it sounded like. So, Katie, you're next. Matt's got the lead.
Well, I was gonna go get a screw top instead and throw it to you if you were still in the lead, Steve. But
Oh, that would have been nice.
now I'll go with my original pick. I've got Prohibition Bootleggers blend.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. That was pretty good. A little bit of a slosh. A little slosh. You hit your shoulder there? Oh, you hurt your shoulder. Okay.
Rotator cuff injury.
She's going to be out for 6 weeks.
I already had hurt my shoulder this past week, and I've been like kind of getting it back, and all of a sudden I was like, "Oh no,
Yep, there,
I'm gonna
you're
throw
back
my
to
shoulder
square
out."
one now. All right. Next up is KK. Katie has the lead. What do you got there, KK?
I'm gonna open up some Old Monroe finished in a rum cask.
Okay. That was nice. That was clean. I'm going to say that takes it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that takes it. So, congrats to KK.
Oh.
You win.
I was last. Yay, me!
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be doing a value bourbon bracket challenge. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Felt like we were doing the show there, so we should have got that. All right, here.
We're already doing the show.
Oh,
aren't
we are doing the show. We are doing the show.
Matt has
we said hello and everything.
I'm about done. I'm not retiring. I'm being put in a home. That's the big announcement that's coming up.
And you're
That's right.
listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're doing a bracket challenge to determine the best value bourbon.
Yes, we are. So, number one on their list, Evan Williams Black Label. This is an interesting one because I think the Evan Williams White Label Bottle and Bond is also a value bourbon. Not on the list, by the way. Next up is Early Times. And then you've got Evan Williams 1783. Then we've got Benchmark Full Proof, Jim Beam Black Label, Jim Beam Double Oak, Larceny. Well, we know where McNew's rooting for, and Maker's Mark. Now, here's how it's going to play out. Again, we randomly put these together. So Evan Williams will be taking on Early Times, Evan Williams 1783 to be specific. Then you've got Evan Williams Black Label taking on Jim Beam Double Oak. And then Jim Beam Black takes on Maker's Mark. And then last but not least, Benchmark Full Proof versus Larceny. That's an interesting matchup for sure. Round number one, Evan Williams 1783 versus Early Times. Matt, you're going to be first.
All right. So is this the Early Times that's not even really a bourbon?
No, it's the Early Times of today, which is a bourbon.
Right. Well, the Early Times of today, there's two. There's the Bottled and Bond, and then there's the Early Times cheap crap that's aged in used barrels, which is not a bourbon. So I'm going to go with my...
This is the bourbon one, by the way, because it's a bourbon. It's the best value bourbons, not the best American whiskeys and none of these other ones are rye or anything. These are all bourbons if you look at it.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with the Evan Williams 1783 small batch. I think it's solid.
Okay. All right. That means it goes up 1-0. Next up is Katie.
It is very unfortunate that I had some negative experiences with Evan Williams as a teenager to the point that I have struggled with coming back to the brand, which I admit is my own fault.
Okay.
But there has been so many other options for me in life that I've just kind of accepted that I ruined Evan Williams for myself at 18 years old. So
21. She was 21.
Yeah.
21.
Or 18 in Mexico or Canada, somewhere in there you go. We'll go with that. I'm going to go with Early Times.
Early Times. Early Times has tied it up. Evan Williams versus Early Times. Next up is Kathy.
I, too, am going to pick Early Times.
Early Times goes up 2-1. McDew, you're next.
I really loved those Evan Williams 1783s, and I haven't seen it in a little while, so I'm going to give it some love.
All right, Evan Williams 1783. I am going to go Early Times. Early Times. Great historic brand, good stuff. I do think it has taken a dip since it moved over to Sazerac. I do like what Brown Foreman had with it better, but I think out of those two, I would select Early Times. Round number two, Katie, you're going to be first. This is Evan Williams Black Label or Jim Beam Double Oak.
I was kind of hoping that the two black labels would go up against each other. That would have been fun.
That would have been fun, right?
I actually, yeah, I'm good with the Jim Beam Double Oak, so I will happily make that my choice.
Jim Beam Double Oak goes up 1-0. Kathy, you're next.
I will drink a Jim Beam Double Oak.
Double Oak goes up
there,
2-0. What do you think?
I bet that one would be good with some ginger beer too.
Right?
Oh yeah. What do you think, McNeil?
I'm going to go Black Label.
Black Label has life in this game, down 2-1, but I'm going to go ahead and end it right now. I think the Double Oak is a great deal, great value whiskey, and I'm going to take it over Jim Beam Black Label. For the record, if it was Jim Beam White Label, I would have selected that. But it is not, so we have to go with what is on the challenge. Round number 3 is going to be Jim Beam Black Label versus Maker's Mark. Sister companies going at it here. Round number 3, KK's first. Jim Beam Black or Maker's Mark?
Maker's Mark is, I think, the only choice. It's consistent, it's everywhere, it's tasty, it's valuable, and it's affordable. Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark. McNeil, what do you think? Maker's or Jim Beam Black?
I agree with KK. I'm going Makers.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to be said for Jim Beam Black, particularly now it's 7 years age stated. I mean, it's a great product and a great value for sure. But Makers is kind of one of our all-time classic bourbons, I think. I think I got to go Makers. It's good stuff. All right. Next up is Benchmark Foolproof versus Larceny. Round number 4. McNew's going to start this thing. What do you think? Larceny or Benchmark Foolproof?
There's only one answer, and it's larceny.
Larceny. Larceny goes up 1-0.
I was like, whatever will she do?
Right.
Right.
The mystery is so deep.
The suspense was.
Yeah. I'm going to take it from a different. I think the Benchmark Foolproof underrated. I feel like it's a great value. It's a great whiskey, a solid value bourbon for sure. And I'm going to say that for me is going to get my vote. So it's tied up 1-1. Next up is going to be Matt.
Yeah, the Benchmark Foolproof is fairly new and was definitely a power hitter from the very start. So, yeah, Benchmark Foolproof.
All right, Katie, here's where we're at. Larceny is down 2-1. McNew is furious right now. She's got her finger on the hang-up button. So
About to quit on us, yeah.
Yeah, so round number 4, Katie, here's where we're at. Again, Larceny down 2-1. Benchmark Foolproof or Larceny? What's your vote?
Well, for the second time tonight, I opened the wrong bottle. That I had one ready for the theme of the show and then didn't open it for the show. And the bottle I did have was Larceny. So that's going to be my pick.
Larceny. Larceny has tied it up. They have life in this game. They are 2-2 tie. We're going to go to our first tiebreaker of this one. That means,
Wow.
KK, it's going to be you.
I'm going to go with the Benchmark Foolproof.
Benchmark Foolproof moves on.
Oh.
Thought we were better than that, KK.
She's on. Someone's on your shit
Yeah.
list.
Yep. It's a terrible situation. All right. Our final 4 looks like this. What did I do here?
Early times.
Oh, okay. I see the 1783 goes longer and goes into that. So it's Early Times will take on Jim Beam Double Oak. And then we've got Makers taking on Benchmark Foolproof. Round number 5, I'm going to be up first. Early Times or Jim Beam Double Oak. This is easy for me. Again, if we go back a couple years ago when it was a Brown Forman product, 100% Early Times. But I do think there has been a little bit slip in the taste, the flavor profile I'm used to. Makes sense. It goes to a different company. That's going to happen. But that being said, I think the Jim Beam Double Oak is way, way underrated. All the people that love the Woodford Double Oak, I'm like, you can for a third of the price, you can get the Beam, and I think it's just as good. So I got to go Jim Beam Double Oak for a great value bourbon pick. Matt, you're next.
Yeah, same here. Jim Beam Double Oak. Fantastic value when you've got like things like the Woodford Double Oak and Peerless Double Oak going for 50, 60, 80. You can get Jim Beam Double Oak for $17.99 or something like that. Ridiculous. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Jim Beam
All
Double
day.
Oak. Let's
All
go.
right. Let's go. All right. Katie, you're next. Jim Beam Double Oak's up 2-0 over Early Times.
Well, I don't necessarily love a shutout. I think this is a clear choice here. The Double Oak.
Double Oak. That means Beam Double Oak moves on. All right. Next up, round number 6, Maker's Mark will take on Benchmark Foolproof. Round number 6, Matt, you're first.
All right. I really wanted Jim Beam Black to move on, but I'm not a weeded bourbon fan. But as much as I'm going to be tied to the history, the heritage, the nostalgia, the growing up on...
Dude, it's a lifeline sometimes.
Makers and Coke.
You go to a bad wedding reception, they're going to have Makers. And then you're like,
Exactly.
shit, I'm going to get that.
Exactly.
Give me.
Yep.
There's times when that's all you got. That's like a rescue ship for you. So,
Yep.
yeah.
So put me down for Makers.
All right. Katie, you're next.
I absolutely see Makers as a lifeline. That there has been many times that I'm in the mood for whiskey, like a wedding reception specifically, when they don't even have like good beer choices, and I'm certainly not drinking their crap house wine.
Yeah.
And I've somehow forgotten to bring a flask with me like a dummy. And so Makers has often been the lifeline, especially even like in dive
We've
bars.
all been there. We've all been there where it's like, that's my only friend up there. That's it.
And then I've been in situations too where people like are insisting on wanting to buy me a bottle of whiskey as like a thank you for something, but I know that they have zero knowledge in whiskey are not even going to know to go anywhere except for like the grocery store, and they're going to like be appalled at anything over like $40. And so with that, I'm all Makers is my answer. And I'm like, and I'm happy to have that. Like, that's still a good gift. I'm happy to
you can
receive
use
that.
it in
Yeah.
you can in a pinch. You can drink it neat. It's fine. But you can also use it in cooking. I'm comfortable with that. In cocktails, it goes great. Makers is a solid product. There's no fucking doubt about it. All right.
Yep, that's my choice.
All right. So Makers is up 2-0. Kathy, you're next. What do you think? Makers are benchmark foolproof.
Oh, this is not even a challenge for me. I have some appreciation for the wheated whiskeys. I think there's some out there that deserve it. And really, Makers, it's iconic.
Yeah.
All the things that Katie said, all the things that Matt said, all the things that Steve said, Makers.
Makers. That means Makers moves on. It is in the finals. It will go up against Beam Double Oak. Pretty good final round here. Katie, what do you think? Jim Beam Double Oak or Makers, Mark?
I think these were probably the top two for me in general, looking at the list. But it's still, if you just told me to give you the top bourbon that were budget, Makers is the one that I immediately think of on my own without even seeing a list. So Makers.
Makers. Yep. KK.
I'll make it 2-1. I mean, 2-0.
2-0. All right. Makers is up 2-0. McNew, you can end this thing or you can give Beam Double Oak life in this game. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and close it out with Makers.
Makers is our champion. Makers is our champion.
Oh.
Double
It's a
Oak,
classic.
though, it's good.
Double Oak is,
It's a good one.
yeah. So Benchmark Foolproof is a solid whiskey for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So there's some good ones on the list, but
They
Makers
didn't
is the
do
champion.
superiorly poorly as they usually do. Like, they usually make these lists crap.
Right. Yeah.
This one was pretty good list.
This is not bad. So, yeah, good stuff. All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me across all socials at Whiskey Tequila Fridays Podcast.
All right. Katie.
You can find me enjoying a Makers and not complaining at all, no matter where I am. And also over on Instagram at Katie Proof.
All right. KK.
You can find me on Instagram at KK Cast Strength.
McNew.
On Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley across all social media. ABVnetwork.com. That's where we have information about our shows, and you can actually listen to them there. Also, check out ABVBarrelShop.com. Everything about the Barrel Shop is out there, including our inventory, events we've got coming up, and so much more. ABVBarrelShop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.